I was born in Portland, Oregon. That's where I was born. So I think that's where I got it. Because there's no black people in Oregon. There's none. My shadow ain't even black in Oregon. There's like 4 black people. That's not true. There's 3. I left. So there's like 3 black people there. And Portland, Oregon, Portland is the whitest major city in America. And we live in Newburgh, which is like not even, Portland. And they're not, there was no black people at all. And they weren't racist down there. They just didn't like black people. And they was like, the kids weren't racist. The kids, they would always ask me, why you white? They would ask me the questions. But some of the parents, like I remember some of the parents, they were like, you can't play with my kid because you're black. And I'm like, whoa, before you say no, all right? But I was already a weird kid. I was already weird because I had like ADHD, A, B, C, D, E. I had it, I'll be talking about something like squirrel, threw me off, A lot of people think HGTV isn't real, and that's because they don't experience it. So they're like, oh, I think you might be hyper. And I am hyper. They tried to put me on medication when I was a kid. My mom was like, he'll grow out of it. She was wrong. I did not. I grew into it, baby. Became a comedian. But yeah, I was a weird kid, man. I wasn't like I collect rocks. I wasn't like that. I just, I was just kind of like, I don't got a favorite color, I feel like most people don't have favorite colors. Yeah, this lady is particular. She doesn't. She's like, I thought I was the only one. No. You wooed like there was gonna be more people, and you were like, wow, oh, only me. Okay, I thought there was more. Okay. You don't have a favorite color either? Oh, why'd you yell? Oh my gosh. That was wrong. You didn't do it right, but all right. What's your favorite color? Green? Okay, cool. Earth lady. Okay, we get it. He probably clapped. He's like, yeah. You like green? No, I don't have a favorite color. Y'all doing the opposites. Now, this is what I feel like. I feel like it depends. What is it for, Because I like wearing yellow because yellow goes good with chocolate. But I'm not about to have a yellow car, Like if you have a yellow car, you got a Lamborghini or a discount. You didn't do that on purpose. It just depends. But yeah, man, I just knew I liked making people laugh. I knew I liked making people laugh when I was like 7. I was 7 years old. There was a kid and it was in recess. There was a kid on the swing and he was Asian. And he was, this has nothing to do with the joke, but he was. I'm painting the picture. You're like, well, where's this going? Where's this going? That's not going anywhere. But he was swinging his feet on the swing, and I went in front of him, and I faked like he kicked me. But not like a karate kick, because that's racist. I faked like he regular kicked me, right? And I'm so exaggerative, I'm like rolling in the bar, because I'm like bleeding, and this dude is like cracking up. He's like dying laughing. He's changing colors, he's laughing so hard. So him being Asian does have something to do with the story, because he definitely wasn't regular Jamal. And so I remember him laughing, and I was like, this is the coolest feeling ever. Like, I knew it was just the best feeling. I love making people laugh. And I just always wanted to make people laugh, you know what I mean? And so anytime I got in class, I would try to make someone laugh. I wasn't like, people think because I'm a comedian, I was the class clown, but I wasn't. I was super quiet, right? Unless everybody was quiet. Then I was like, all right, I'll take it from here. And then I get in there, but I was quiet, I was quiet. People thought I was weird because I didn't cuss. I did not cuss. I didn't start cussing until 2020. Isn't that great? I cuss all the time now. But before I was not cussing. I didn't even, like the first time I cussed on purpose, I was like 25. I was doing an audition in front of the director, the writer, producer, and this is before everyone believed in cooties. And my line was, get the hell out of here, right? 25 years old. All I had to say was, get the hell out of here. I had never said it before, so I couldn't stop giggling, right? They were like, all right, go ahead, do your line. I said, okay. Get the hell. They were like, someone died in this scene. I said, I know, I just usually don't cuss. And I remember the director saying, okay, well, say whatever word that makes you feel comfortable. And I was like, okay, all right. Okay, all right. Get the heck out of here. And I remember the producer saying, how about get your ass out of here? I was like, I don't feel comfortable saying that. He's like, yeah, we don't care. Get your ass out of here, though. Right? Yep. We need a 25-year-old that doesn't need cuss words or icky. Get your ass out of here. I said, who the freak you think you talking to? It was like, it's not working, get out of here. I was like, all right. Touche. That's Ruben's laugh, everybody. All right. But yeah, man, I used to get bullied a lot because I didn't, like I said, I didn't cuss. They thought I was a snitch. They was like, what kind of person, there's no adults here. You can cuss now. And I'm like, nah, man, it's bad. I used to get bullied. Anybody here get bullied? All right. Nice. 7 of y'all, the rest of y'all bullies? All right, got it. I used to get bullied a lot. I never got beat up, though, because if you can beat me up, I'm not dumb. I'm not going to fight you. So I used to get punked out as a kid all the time. Kids would be like, I'll knock you out. And I'm like, I agree. Unless there was people around. You couldn't punk me out if there was people around. One time there was a kid named Rodney. Any Rodneys here? I hate you. So this kid waited till the teacher left the classroom, right? We all know teachers leave the classroom, students gotta act up. This man took a high school book from the other side of the classroom, threw the book at the back of my head. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna act like I didn't notice that. There's some kid behind me was like, oh snap, he just threw a book at your head. Like I actually didn't notice that. So I had to get up out my desk like, who just threw a book at my head? And Rodney was like, I did it. And I was like, since nobody wants to admit it, I'ma let it slide right now. And Rodney was confused. He was like, no, I was the one who just said that I threw the book at your head. I said, oh, word, it was you, Rodney? Do it again. Then he did it again. Just like I requested, right? Yeah. I love books thrown in my head. Then he got in my face. I said, get out my face, Rodney. And he goes, or what? And I said, or Mufasa with a beard in 10th grade, because that's who he sounded like. You deliberately disobeyed me. That's what he sounded like. I told him, I was like, listen, Rodney, I'm gonna give you to the count to 147. And you gonna find out or what? And you don't wanna find out or what? I'm gonna say it one more time, I'm not gonna stop.